The Toronto Transit Commission services over 1.6 million people daily. Without this infrastructure, it would be impossible for many of us to get to where we need to be. The design of the environment is crucial to ensure safety, efficiency, and optimal comfort. The environment is meant to facilitate the city dwellers to be transported. It can be more efficient, allowing people to get to their destination in a shorter amount of time. The entire train is attached to one another, creating the illusion of a bigger space. You can also walk from one end to the other. The standing seats give people different variety with seating choices. Wayfinding within the subway stations are efficient by directing people in and around it. With the new and improved subway signage, this has resulted in people being more aware of their spatial surroundings. Textured red lines on the floor provide wayfinding within the subway cars to help guide people to the exits of the subway, this improving users' spatial orientation. Changes in materiality and color along the edges of the platform effectively alert people. With the implications of estimated travel times, it allows the user to be prepared to know when the train is coming, providing them with a sense of perceived control to anticipate what is about to happen next. With the implication of windows, it allows for people to perceive the train as a larger, less claustrophobic space. There are also many problems with the design that doesn't work. These problems all have psychological impacts on human behavior, which overall results in psychological stress. The perpendicular seating in the trains cause overcrowding and a loss of personal space, as people are often squished in the inner seats. An increase of information overload also affects people sitting on the outer seats, as they are aware of others moving in and out of the area. To improve this, we recommend only having perimeter seating on the train like subway trains in Asian countries, as it increases the amount of space for standing and opportunities for people to sit and stand without disrupting other people around them. Overall, this provides a sense of perceived control to personal spaces, a reduced information overload, and an increased comfort level within the train. During rush hour, users tend to avoid the middle of the train and crowd towards the exits, preventing more people to enter and obstructing people from exiting. This increases information overload, which causes greater irritation and aggression. People also experience a loss of perceived control since people cannot always get on and off the train easily, causing more stress and annoyance. To improve this, we would recommend floor-to-ceiling handlebars in the middle of the train that would give more of an incentive to stand there as opposed to the exits. This causes less crowding and more room for personal space. Currently, the overall environment of the TTC is very claustrophobic, stuffy, urban, and cold. On top of the stress of commuting, this atmosphere does not help improve the stress of commuters, and to fix this, we recommend some type of greenery or images of nature that have restorative effects on people through biophilia. This would help relieve the stress of everyday commuters and improve their psychological experience when taking TTC subways. The tracks being exposed to the users on the platforms are not only a safety concern, but it also has a psychological impact on the users by causing heightened arousal and an increased amount of stress. To improve this, we recommend adding glass partitions to the edge of the platform so that users have a barrier between themselves and the track and moving train. This reduces stress and their arousal to a healthy level. As people wait for the next train to arrive, they have no indication of where the doors of the train will be, causing a loss of control and increased anxiety to users. To improve this, we would recommend consistent exits at every stop with directions mapped out on the platform floor of where the exits will be, where people will exit, and where people will be entering. This gives people a sense of perceived control and a reduced overload and stimulation when the train comes. Improving the design of the TTC would better improve the experience of its users. A more effective design of the subway would provide commuters with a more positive physiological and psychological experience.